Yeah, I'm coming right back in on the piggyback, man. So like I was saying though, go in your closet though. Go see what type of clothing you got. Go look at the clothing lines you got. And go do some research on who got them. I mean, you probably know already who owns them, but you maybe not, really. So go do your research. Go see who's the owner, where the motherfucking concept of the name come from, what the fucking logo mean, what's the design in the logo, what do it actually mean, and all that shit. Go do your research, cause you know a lot of people walking around this motherfucker with images and shit on their clothes, on their backs and shit, don't know that some of that shit is witchcraft, man. I mean, it's satanic shit. So you got to do your research, man. You could be supporting something that is far away from your belief system, right? And so I don't want to get too far into that because I'm gonna go back into that Balenciaga and all that shit too. That's why they fucking with Kanye, the motherfucking satanic ass company, and the same company, the same motherfuckers who own Balenciaga own a lot of them other motherfucking companies that y'all wearing. A lot of them other name brands. Same satanic motherfuckers own the same shit y'all wearing. It ain't just Balenciaga. And so that's why I don't support none of that shit, man. I don't even, man, I ain't ever bought a pair of Jordans, man. I don't fuck with Jordan. That nigga don't support nothing we do. That nigga, man, look, I ain't gonna, anyway. Watch who you supporting, man. And about this image thing, like I said, this social media shit is getting out of control with motherfuckers on there, all you want to do is floss what you got, man, and tell a motherfucker and show a motherfucker what you getting and all that, just because, you feeling good about yourself. You got to understand that everybody, what goes up must come down, right? I done been up, I done been down, I done been up, I done been down like a motherfucking slinky, right? So I know how the shit go. I know you can have it one day good and then the next morning, nigga, you wake up and don't got nothing, right? I know how that shit go when you wake up, you know what I'm saying, after you done blew, soaked through so much motherfucking cash, you back down to square one, right? I know how that shit feel, nigga, when you run through racks, nigga, or you get hit with, hit for racks, nigga. I know how that shit go when you lose shit, nigga. I know how that shit go when you in that game. I know how that shit go when you got it and then get and then lose it. You know what I'm saying? So while you up, stay humble, man. Stay humble. You hear me? Stay humble while you up, man, and understand that all the ugly shit that you doing ain't nothing but karma gonna come back right back at you, and it's gonna put a mirror in your face, right? It's gonna show you all the ugly shit you did, right? On your distinction, right? On your fall down, right? So be careful what y'all doing out there when y'all promoting all this negative energy, when y'all getting on social media and making fun of people who don't got shit, or motherfuckers who got less than you, or trying to act like you better than other motherfuckers. That shit come back, man. And so when we talking about this music shit, right? You got so many people out here following these motherfucking music artists, following these motherfucking Hollywood stars and celebrities, right? Because they think that's the shit. You want to be like the celebrity, your best celebrity, or your favorite celebrity, not knowing your favorite celebrities most likely some assholes don't give a fuck about you, right? Or in some other shit, that's not that's against your belief system, right? And so motherfuckers get to want to grab the shit these celebrities got, buying the same shit they getting, want to dress and look like these celebrities looking, going with the trend. You got all these young rappers want to go with the same trend. Niggas is following the leaders. Everybody doing the same shit, wearing the same jewelry, wearing the same motherfucking clothes, wearing the same fucking hairstyles. Come on, man. Niggas wearing dresses and girl clothes and shit like that, man. Like, come on, to each their own. But like I said, when it comes to this motherfucking image shit, the shit run deep, man. And a lot of this fucked up shit stems from Hollywood and from your favorite celebrities. You know what I'm saying? From the movies and the shit that we watch, right? And from your favorite music artists. You know what I'm saying? wanting to buy the shit they buying. They got the money to buy the shit, right? And so when you go buy the shit and then, you feel some type of way when a money jam come up later on down the line somewhere where you don't have that money, where you just spent that shit for those high ass clothes you got that you gonna wear 1 or 2 times, you know what I'm saying, and go get something else because you don't want nobody to see you in that motherfucker too many times and let them know you ain't got the money that you really got. So you want to keep this image up. You want to keep portraying that you got this money, so you gonna find any type of way to go get other shit, like whether it's steal, lie, cheat, rob, or take from somebody. You gonna find some way to keep your image up, right? To keep portraying this image. And that's what most people do. They fall short in so many other different categories because they want to portray this image, keep this image up. And so when you start to become financially fucked up later on down the line, you wonder why. Because you wanted to run with the Joneses. You want to do what everybody else is doing. You want to buy what everybody else is buying. You want to follow the trend. You want to follow the wave, man. Monkey see, monkey do, right? And so, motherfuckers just, I really don't understand. Like, I do because I know that subconsciously we all been programmed, right? Through subliminal messages, through commercials, and through the news, and so when we finally realized that, we've been, what I want to say, hypnotized by social media, by Hollywood, by our local news stations and other news stations and shit like that, right? To become consumers, you know what I'm saying? To always want to buy shit that we don't even need, this collecting shit, because we want to feel like we got more than the other person, right? I got more than this person. I bought this shit first. Oh, I had this shit before you. I was the first motherfucker with this. Everybody want to be first at something, right? Nobody want to be last at nothing, right? I understand that. But when it become addiction, when it become habit, when it become something that's detrimental to your livelihood, when it becomes something that's gonna fuck up your household and your family, motherfuckers, get divorced behind money, right? Motherfuckers separate behind money, right? Because somebody want to portray this image and keep this image up and spend money that they don't have, right? Because they got to keep this image up. We all know somebody who do it. And if you look at yourself, ask yourself, what you bought this week that you didn't really need? What you bought this week that you seen on a ad somewhere? What have you bought this week that you seen on a commercial? I don't give a fuck if it's food, clothes, or whatever the fuck. What have you bought that you seen on the TV or social media somewhere in an ad that made you go buy it? What have you did? I'm guaranteeing you bought something this week. If not, good. Congratulations. Good for you. But anyway, like I was saying though, and so once we start to become consumers, and with this consumerism attitude, what I want to say, consumerism, what I want to say, generation, because this new generation, probably 2 generations back, is so caught up in buying shit, right? We want to buy shit all the time. It's go, buy. You know what I'm saying? And the more we get, the more we gotta work, right? Because we spend so much money, we ain't got enough of it to spread around evenly. So you gotta go take on another job, or you gotta go get more hours, or you gotta go find your job that's paying more money. And the more time that you spend away from self and away from home and being at that job, the more you become detached from yourself. You know what I'm saying? And not be able to, come to grips with what the fuck is going on around you in this so-called reality we living in, right? And so that's basically what this whole system is set up to do, to keep us buying shit. You know what I'm saying? To become consumers and become so consumed with self and so indulged with self and so self absorbed that it's fuck everybody else. And so we tend to project out these negative attitudes against motherfuckers and have these funky attitudes like we better than another motherfucker, or we got more than you so we better than you, or you ain't getting it as good as me so I can't fuck with you, right? And so this shit just become ugly, man. It's just more competition every day. You know what I'm saying? I done been put up against competition my whole life. I didn't agree to the shit. I didn't want to be in competition with nobody. But family members and social motherfuckers around me putting me in competition with other family members, cousins, nephews, homies. Put me in competition with family members, boyfriends, and shit like that. Man, I'd have been put in competition with everybody. Motherfucker want to tell you what another motherfucker just got. I don't give a fuck what they just got. Good for them. Fuck you show me for? Are you happy? They got that or what? What fuck you telling me? What was your whole train of thought? What was your reason? Well, this having to tell me what somebody else just bought. Motherfucker got on gator shoes. I don't give a fuck. Motherfucker got a gator belt, all snake skin hat. Cool. I don't give a fuck about none of that material shit, man. So people become so materialistic. And it's either because they have low self-esteem, insecure about themselves, or just somebody like to boast and brag about what they got. So fucking flamboyant and conceited that they could care less about other people's feelings, or projecting this image out that they better than, right? They can give a fuck about what a motherfucker think. And so, like I said, this whole thing with image becomes so fucking addictive that people don't even understand what the reason they doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's just out of spite. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to show your this motherfucker right here that you got something newer than them, or you looking better than them now. Your body looking better, your ass is fatter. I'm more huskier than this nigga now, or I'm slimmed down. I'm more healthier than you. Everybody in competition, man. If you look at it, man, ask yourself why you just bought that shit you just bought. Why? Because the next person had it, or because what? Stop buying shit you don't need, man. And so once these banks go down, like they're gonna go down, and the whole financial system collapse, all the shit you bought, all that fancy shit you bought, who gonna buy that shit? How you gonna sell it? Because you gonna have to sell it to make some money and get something until the shit get back straight. So if I was y'all, I'd stop buying a lot of that expensive ass clothing and start selling some of that shit right now to put you some coins up. Because that financial system, the banks is gonna collapse. And we will be out of money for a little while. And I'm not trying to, spread no fear porn or nothing like that. This giving you a heads up. And so like I said though, the social media, it's all about competition. Everybody want to show they living the best life. And it's honestly people on there just just honestly have enjoying their life and doing what they want to do and just sharing it with with other people, sharing the experience, right? And I understand that. I do some of that shit too sometimes. But when you doing that shit on a daily basis and you knowing the reason you doing it and what's driving that force, why you doing it, and if it's not positive, you know who you are, you know why you doing it, you know what I'm saying, and so it becomes ugly, man. It becomes an ugly thing to me, man. And so I really don't be on shit like that on social media too much no more. I get on there, put my motherfucking videos on there. I go through, stroll through some of the shit for a minute.